So despite the fact that did not reach my objective because of requirements for skill set I do not have, uh, I still consider this somewhat of a success. Uh, it was a failure in terms of not reaching the objective and having sun in my eyes all the way entire there. Coming back was actually quite nice. I've taken a different route. I've taken kind of like ziggy-zaggy, keeping below like where the tree line is and stuff like that. As I'm out of the canyon proper, just need to go beyond the yonder over there, past the trees and whatever. There's some people going for a swim. This is, after all, a local swimming hole. Unless, of course, you keep going further and stuff like that. But then, if you so choose, you could go for a swim right at the place where I couldn't proceed, and then maybe proceed. But I'm not prepared for that commitment, so there's that. Now here, there's a family with a whole bunch of young kids that you could be heard for like 46 miles away. Further up, there's some teen boys presumably jumping off cliffs, risking lives and everything. Cliff jumping is very dangerous. I've done it myself. At the Lake Jacassi. So, but at least there, you get hurt by slamming into the water, and you know the lake is like 800 feet deep or something like that. Here, if the water level is low, you could very easily get hurt. And also in Lake Jacassi, right in front of us, this lady really hurt her foot at a completely different spot, just jumping in the water, and boom, hit the bottom. And that's how you get hurt, hitting the bottom. That's the, but yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go to town, continue my tradition of ice cream and coffee. I don't know what it is about this crew, but I've now been to 2 different coffee shops and they just can get the drink right. I don't understand why that is, whatever. That's the other side of Highway 191. And it seems like it's right there, but it's not. And that's the thing about places like this. Everything is so gargantuously big that you lose sense of perspective, because like you can't, know what I mean? So like for context, right? This up here is just a couple of feet tall. This tree over there, is probably like 10 feet tall. That boulder behind the tree is a big ass boulder. Now, imagine that whole thing is made out of big ass boulders that make a line, and then in the lines, they also make even bigger and bigger, and that's why it's so deceiving to get that sense of perception here in depth. How you doing? Good. So, first couple of times when I've been to Utah, it was like so weird. My mind just couldn't process just how big everything was. But now that I've been here a few times, I think I may have gotten a general sense of scale. But that is a tall cliff over there, nonetheless. So, like this over here, it's probably 50, 100, 200, 3. This is probably like 400 feet tall right there. That over there is like just to the top, about 1,600 minimum, maybe a couple thousand plus whatever the fins on top. Anyways, in future endeavors, I'm gonna be showing you a whole bunch of other really cool things. Right now the target is to be here sometime in the fall for a week, and tying that to figuring out what to do about the whole motorhome situation. Other than that, I'm going to sign off in terms of my hikes. I may cover a few things, but tomorrow I'm supposed to be heading back to Colorado. I need to park my motorhome, need to park my Jeep, and go to the hotel. And the day after, bright and early, gonna walk to the I'm staying at that half-star hotel. Sunday, bright and early, I'm all the way back to Florida. So, what a crazy whirlwind of adventure this year it has been, and I hope it will continue. You know, I was supposed to be here for 3 more weeks, not right now, but like this year. It's turning into 1. I'm gonna see if I could do something about it and maybe stretch it somehow. I don't know. My focus is getting other commitments figured out. So, but yes, territorially, if you ever come to visit Moab, to get to the watering holes, it's easy peasy. You don't need any hiking gear. Just grab your towel, some proper shoes, feet, I can't even speak right, you know what I mean. And obviously a bathing suit. And water, don't forget water. I don't care what they say. Dehydration kills. That's one of the biggest things here in places like Utah. A lot of people from places where they normally don't drink, they come here and continue not to drink. So stay hydrated, folks. I drink like you wouldn't believe it. I consume every single day at a minimum 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons of water here. And not to get too graphical, I pee maybe 3-4 times a day at the most. And one of those is like when I wake up kind of deal. So that tells you just how much water is required by your system. Like the rest of it, you know, evaporates, like you sweat, and not like sweat on the East Coast sweat, but sweat as in like evaporates off your skin and you don't even notice it. Next thing you know, you're severely dehydrated and all these other things. So constantly drink, and I'm constantly drinking. So right now is middle of July. Mission accomplished for insanely crazy, probably ill-advised trip. It's a summertime. But you know what, now that I've actually accomplished it, I don't see how something like this couldn't be a repeat. Pepsi. Water, obviously. And so here's another thing. If you do travel to Utah when it's hot, and when I say hot, I mean like hotter than say 85 for sure. And if you have any kind of camera, and I mean any kind of camera, it is going to be overheating like you wouldn't believe it. 360 degrees by Insta360. This is X4. Overheats all the time. I was stupid enough not to have ordered and purchased and bought and brought white silicone covers. How cool is this? There's another little step over there. I should have. As a matter of fact, 2 of them should be arriving today on my last day because I was stupid. And Amazon, in their infinite wisdom, when they say it's gonna take 1 to 3 days to deliver it, what they really mean is, even with Prime membership to Moab, they feel like delivering it eventually. So I ordered it Saturday, Sunday or something. Alright, it's Friday, and I'm gonna keep my hopes up to see that it's actually delivered today. Because in my trip to Moab, I kind of sort of need it, if you know what I mean. Because I'm gonna be leaving. Anyways. So be mindful of your, not just yourself overheating, but also your camera gear. Same thing with GoPro. One thing that's helping me every once in a while, but this is only like after it starts cooking. I swap out the batteries every 20 minutes or so. So the battery heats up first. If you could swap out batteries, even for a used one that's cold, you could prolong the operational capacity of your overheating cameras that way. In my opinion, one of the stupidest things they have done was make Insta3. By the way, GoPro far more heat tolerant than this. Like when this overheats, it starts overheating, you know, it starts pushing like 95 plus. This starts overheating when a butterfly sneezes on it. So anyways, I know this has been a long one, but this is also the last one. So I'll catch you guys later.